Okay, let's see who's going to join. Hi Esther, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my live. Welcome everybody. Come in and stay. This is about this is about NHS questions and answers. If you have any questions about the NHS, please stay on and we'll talk about things. Okay? Yeah. Eliza, go and get my glasses. Let's go and get my glasses. Yeah. Yeah. I have my boy with me. He's a bit strong, so I've put him on my back because I did promise myself I was going to do this live today. Oh, wow. We're straight into it. You want a job in the NHS? How can you start? Is in my bag. Is in my Michael Kors bag. If you want a job in the NHS, you would need to apply. That's the first step. You will need to have qualifications. If you're trying to get into like a healthcare job, you will need to have qualifications that relate to working in healthcare. So if you want to work within as a healthcare assistant or a nurse, you would know what you would need as a nurse anyways, because you would have done the training and all. But if you want to work as a healthcare assistant, you would need to have like social care qualifications and all that would relate to your nursing degree. So something to do with nursing. So yes, that's how you can get a job on the NHS. You would need to also go into track or NHS jobs to apply for the jobs there. And that's how you do start to get a job in the NHS. Yeah. So yeah, I hope that's answered your question. Hi KZ. Thanks for coming back. Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome on YouTube. Welcome to my live. Go and bring my whole Michael Kors bag. That's not it. Those are my sunshades. Go and bring my Michael Kors bag. The white one I take to work. The one I put on my back. Yeah, sorry, I need to get my glasses. I realized that I will need my glasses when I do this because I might need to read things online on my phone or on YouTube. So yes. Yeah, so welcome everybody. Come in and stay. Have your questions ready. I know I just kind of randomly come on live sometimes. So sorry about that. Well, yeah. Yeah, so does anybody have any questions with regards to the NHS? Anything that you want to ask me? Let me know. I would. Not this one, it's downstairs. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So does anybody have any questions? Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? No, stay there. Sit down. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah. I sent an email. Please check it. Oh, when did you send this email? This is my email address. Did you get? I've replied to everybody that have emailed me. Is this why you send the email to? The one on on YouTube that's on YouTube that's asking me. Is that what you sent your email to? Chini? Shiva. I think I've replied to Shiva. Let me just check my inbox. I've replied you. I've replied everybody that has emailed me. Oh, you sent it around 6. Are the glasses in there? Go and bring the whole bag. I said bring the bag. Sorry about this. And my jacket as well, even. Shiva, I'm just seeing your email. I'm just seeing your email now. Shiva is contacting me on YouTube because I'm streaming on 2 different platforms. I'm just trying to just see. Shiva, I've just seen your email now. I'm gonna have to look. Oh, okay, I've just seen it. I've just seen the email now. I'm gonna have to look at it. Go and be my jacket. It's not in here. Sorry. It's in my jacket. Go and be my jacket. Sorry, I need my glasses. I'm getting to that age that I need my glasses as well. Shiva, I'm going to come back to you. Do you know what? Send me your number. Once I get off this live, I'll call you. Okay? Okay, I'm so sorry, TikTok. I'm so sorry. I did say I'm streaming on two different platforms to make it a bit um effective in a sense because TikTok doesn't keep live, YouTube does. So when I stream on both you're welcome, Shiva. When I stream on two platforms, at least I have a copy of the live that I've done on here to help me have what's it called? For people that were unable to attend the live, will be able to go back and watch it. So that's the reason why I like to do both platforms. So yeah, so I'm trying to I want to job in I think I've applied to that one. You said healthcare assistant without experience and you have a degree in computing. You would need to have some level of experience for you to be able to get a job as a healthcare assistant. You would also need, let's see, let's say, I'm going to go to track now. I'm going to go on track and I'm going to read out for a basic healthcare assistant what you need to be able to get a job, even if it's a band two, a band three, what you need to be able to get a job in the NHS. So I think we normally do this online every time we do come, when I come on here, for us to see how you can get a job in the NHS. So we're going to log in to see how you can get a job. And as always, they've sent this code that just pisses me off. I don't know why they decided to do this code thing in what's it called? Yeah. Okay. What? Yes, this one. Ah, yes, my glasses is here. Okay. Ah, much better. um. So yes, let's see. Let's try and find a job. Um, for a healthcare assistant about this job. Okay, so you need at least an NVQ three level, an NVQ three. Move that way. An NVQ three level in the NHS. So that's what you need at least to be able to get, and that's in health and social care. So you need some sort of health degree, health and social care degree for you to be able to get a job within the NHS. So that's what you need. That's the starting point. Although you have that, what's it called? That computing, a degree in computing, that doesn't help you in any way. I'm going on NHS jobs and I'm trying to find what are the main qualifications they would need for you to even get a band two. This one of the ones I'm looking at now is a band two role. You need at least NVQ level two in care. Actually, that's a desirable. So you might want to look at there's a East Lancashire Hospital. There's a healthcare assistant ambulatory emergency care unit. There's a band two role, is part-time. They're looking for a healthcare assistant there. And the the NVQ two in care is a desirable. You need to be open to work honestly and maintain confidentiality. But the thing about this is, if you're looking for sponsorship, DB and Ash, there isn't any sponsorship with this role because it's a band two and it's part time as well. It's a permanent role. So if you go on to track and click and look at East Lancashire Hospital, there's a band two role for a healthcare assistant there that you can apply for. So, oh my goodness. Hi everybody, welcome. I'm so sorry. I'm using like two different systems to try and get this on. Let me move my hands. You said you have a care certificate from Flixby. What's Flixby? I don't know. I've never heard of that before. I'm going to Google that now. Flixby. Um, Flexby. What's that? Okay, lie down, baby. Online training course. Online training course, CPD and ROSA accredited. I've never heard of them. Okay, so that might work. That might work. They seem to be an online provider for courses. So that might work. If you have that certificate, that might work. So yeah, there's nothing stopping you from applying to that band two role. Trust me, there's nothing stopping you from applying to that band two role because even the care certificate, the level two certificate that they are requesting, it's a desirable that they're requesting. So it's yeah, it's a CPD training. Lie down, baby. Lie down. Lie down. Good boy. Okay, okay. Sorry. I did promise I was going to come online, and this is the only way I can try and get this young man that is not feeling very great to stay. Okay. Okay, lie down there. Oh, he's decided to lie down. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the life of a mom, it's not easy. I'm trying to, I'm trying to do this live and I'm trying to, yeah. Okay, so you need Chin on YouTube. It's Chinny. You say you need help with application. Yeah, that's fine. We can always work together because I do this one to one. I do this one to one. Lie down, baby. I do this one to one session where I help you apply online. So I mean, apply for your NHS job. So yes, it's something I can help you with. But like I said, send me your number, and I'll try and get back to you today once I finish this live. I don't want to make this live too long because I need to try and sort out this young man that is here. So yeah. Yeah, so let me try and see how I can move this this young man away. Yeah, okay. Don't know how I can hide him. I'm really trying to hide him, yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So that's for there. So you have is a CPD training. I can see that is a CPD training. So yes. Hi, Blessing. Hello, hello. Welcome everybody. I think I might have to turn off my camera very soon. I think so because I don't want any trouble. But you would hear me. Yeah, but I think that's what I'm gonna do on YouTube. Yeah. But I'm still here. I'm still live. I'm still talking and all that. But yeah. So yes, let me go through all the questions. Yeah. So you're looking for full-time jobs. So yeah, I'm sure if you go online, there are loads of jobs. There are loads of jobs that you can apply for that are full-time. But that was just an example of one of the ones that is just an example of one of the ones you can apply for if you're looking for a job. So let me see another one on here because that was just it was just the first one I saw, and I just thought let me just give you that one. That's a band two role. Another band two role is that's bank, so maybe not appropriate. School healthcare assistant is a band three. Is term time alone, 30 hours per week. It's not full time. I'm just trying to see what full time roles are there for you. DB Anash. Community healthcare assistant. This is a full time one. Is permanent due to the nature. There's not hybrid working available. And what do they require for this one? Appropriate related qualification or willingness to complete an apprenticeship appropriate to the clinical support role, completion of or working towards the apprenticeship and gaining a qualification equivalent to a level three or above in a subject relevant to the role of a healthcare assistant, completion or commitment to complete. Yeah, so this one seems like a good one, but I'm thinking with apprenticeship, you're going to need sponsorship or you're going to need to have your valid work. You're going to need your, what's it called? You're going to need visa. and what's it called? You wouldn't be constrained in terms of visa. I don't think they will want to sponsor you with this one because it's an apprenticeship role and all that. So it's a Cheshire and Wirral partnership. So you might want to look at that. You might want to look at that as well. Yeah. So DB Nash, that might be one. Kike Foodies. Yes, I can help you with that. Blessing, I don't know if you're still here. Do you know how to pin comment? Because I always see your comments being pinned. Do you know how to pin comment? Because I never know how to pin anything on here. I never know how to pin anything on here at all. Oh goodness. So let me reply to you, Kike Foods. This is my email address. Email me. Email me. I hope you can see it. Email me and I'll be able to get back to you. Yeah, sorry. I just said I needed to come and do this live because I did promise I was going to come on Saturday. Yeah. So if you have your visa, so that DB Anash, I think that's how you pronounce your name. You can go on to track. There's this role at Cheshire and Wirral partnership that you can go and do there with apprenticeships that you can work and study at the same time. So it's a double whammy for you to be able to get. So I think that's a really good one. So Kike's Foodies. Yeah, I hope I've answered your question. I've sent you my email address. Since you need help with supporting statement, I've sent you my email address for you to contact me. Send me your number and I'll try and contact you all today after this live so we can talk and I can tell you what the costs are with regards to what the services I provide and even see if we can work together because it's not everyone that actually calls me or tries to work with me that I can work with because depending on what your level is and what you need, I'll be able to then advise if I'm able to help you achieve your goal or not. Okay. So I hope that's in administration. So you have so Divya Nash, I think if I can hear what you're saying, you said you're looking for a full-time role in administration and you have a visa. So that means you're not why? Give it to him. Just give it to him. And you sorry about that. I'm trying to placate a boy that is not feeling very strong and his sister is just trying to be yeah. So yeah. So if you're saying you need a role in administration, then I can always see if we can work together and we can see if that's something that you want to do. Yeah. So yeah. So Kike Foodies, I've sent you my email address. So email me, send me your number, and I'll try and contact you today. If not today, tomorrow. I have sent you my number. That's fine. That's very good. I will try and contact you today. DB Anash. And I'm sure I'm saying that wrongly. I am so sure. I'm saying that wrong. So yes. So let me just check Facebook YouTube as well. Yeah. I've tried to apply. Okay. I've mailed my number along with my CPD certificates. Like, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yes. We can always work together. Yeah. I will contact you, Chine, after we finish this live. We'll see how we can work together. Okay. Yeah. So does anybody have any questions relating to applications and or what? If you also follow me on YouTube, you will be getting videos regarding NHS supporting states. You'll be getting videos. I don't know. They love their brother too much. You'll be getting we'll be getting videos on NHS supporting statements. I have videos on interview questions and answers on my YouTube channel. I have also information about what's it called, skilled worker visas and all that on my YouTube channel. So if you want, especially when you're preparing for your interview, if you want real life interview questions and answer, definitely go and check my YouTube channel for that. And I think it will be you'll be amazed as to the kind of questions and sample answers and questions as to how best to answer your questions during your interview. Part of what I do as my one-to-one consultation is helping you with interview preparations. So we would do interviews preparations together based on your job application, and then we would then be able to tease out how you are answering your questions as best as possible. I think on TikTok Live, I think once I've done an interview coaching session with one of my clients where where she was answering questions, where she was answering questions, and you were able to see what kind of service I provide. I'm not sure if any one of you that are currently on this live remembers or was on that live session with me on that day to see exactly what I do. Oh, oopsie. To see exactly what I do with regards to interview questions and answers. I was just trying to fix my stand for my tripod. Yeah. So if you have any questions with regards to NHS interview questions and answer, I think over the last couple of weeks we've been doing a lot of scoring techniques, scoring techniques for interviews, and how the managers score, or how the interviewers score your questions during your interview. So yes, we've been doing that for I think like last week, like 2 weeks straight, and I just thought today I should just do interview questions and answers that would help someone out there to what's it called to try and get understanding about the NHS, what benefits you can get in the NHS. Also, as part of my role, I don't think a lot of you know this. Also, as part of my role, I also help in disciplinaries, grievances, what's it called, bullying and harassment, all those kind of stuff. I do help in advice of navigating those kind of processes at work as well, because that's part of the role that I do on a daily basis as part of my normal NHS role, apart from the recruitment side of things, which I do, and also that part of it as well. I also do a lot of organizational changes, things like when you do like 2Ping in and out and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I do a lot of that as well. So yes, so it's not just really recruitment that I do on as a regular. I also do those other aspects of NHS advice as well. If you're going through a disciplinary work, or if you're going through a capability process of work, in terms of they're saying that you're not working to the job description, and you're not working to standard, how are you able to kind of navigate and kind of talk your way around it to try and get yourself vindicated? So yes, that's part of my normal day role that I do. So yes, if you need help with that aspect as well, I can help you as well. NHS is disabled confident organization, so I can land an interview. Yes, there's something called two-tick. Is a two-tick process in terms of the NHS. So that means you need to just meet the essential criteria for you to be guaranteed an interview if you do meet the two-tick process. So that two-tick process is for, like you said, people that are disabled. So you would have to kind of show that in a way when you do end up going for the interview, or when you've gotten the job, for you to show that yes, we are a disabled confident organization, because we try to remove any hindrances to. I'm so sorry about this unhinged live today, because I have my two children here that are making so much noise. So yes, so yes, that might also help some people as well. And also, if you're going through what's it called? If you're going through redundancy, or you're going through what's that called? Redeployment as well. These are another ways of guarantees and employment as well. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, that might help you. I'm a disabled international student. Okay, that might help. That might help. Yeah, because we do tend to pride ourselves as a disabled organization in terms of innovator and all that to try and get people that are disabled into work as quickly as possible. Yeah, so that's some of the things that we do as an organization. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Anybody has any question? I did say I wasn't the maximum I'm going to stay on this live is maybe 45 minutes so that I can sort out this young man. Yeah, you can hear him in the background. He's not a happy bunny tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I've gotten your email. Yeah. Let me see. DB Anash, did you send your number on TikTok or you sent it as an email? Because I've just checked my email, I can't find it. Hi, Miss Burgundy. Hi, welcome to my live. This live is about NHS jobs, trying to get into the NHS applications, supporting statements, and all that. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Mika and Kem, please, I'm in need of an NHS job. If you need an NHS job, the first step for you to do is you need to apply. Okay, I would get your number off TikTok. That's fine. I'll get your number off TikTok. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, you're here to learn. Oh, you're in Wales. Oh, welcome. Oh, wow. I've reached Wales. That's amazing. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we have NHS in Wales as well. So yeah, I was still trying to help one of my clients apply for a job in Wales, but I think we stopped when we realized that in Wales I don't think they offer sponsorship in that trust anyways. I don't think they offer sponsorship because they were advising us to go back. They were advising us to try and get our sponsorship if we can. No. So we had to stop the application. I did mention it to my client that it would need to I need to turn off this live on YouTube. That I did mention to my client that it would need to speak to the trust in Wales to see if they can sponsor him. I'm still waiting to hear back from him. I think he's already messaged me. Actually, he left me a voice note on here as in when I started this live because I called him this afternoon to find out what's going on with that application. So yes. Oh yeah, happy to move anywhere. Yeah, have you tried looking for roles? There are loads of jobs in Wales, Have you tried to look for roles in Wales, Miss Burgundy, to see if you can get any job in Wales? Because it's similar process in terms of they do advertise on Track as well. I've seen loads of jobs from Wales on Track. They do come up on my feed. Yeah. So yes. So I'm going to go to Micah and Kem. You said you need a job in the NHS. So the first thing I said is you need to apply. If you want one-to-one help, this is my email address. Reach out to me and we can talk of how I can work with you. Yeah. I can work with you to see if you can get a job in the NHS and how the application process works. So send me your email, send me an email on my email address, and also send me your number and I'll call you. I'm hoping to call everyone tonight. I'll try and call as many people tonight as possible. If not, I'll call everyone tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning afternoon as well. So Micah and Kim, I've sent you my email address. Yeah. Okay, I've sent you. I'm going to reply you again to this email address. I'm hoping that you can see it. Or you can message me on your TikTok. I'll reply to you, Micah and Kem, so we can see how we can work together and then hopefully you can looking to get a job. What else? Miss Kaina? I'm so sorry with my pronunciation tonight. It's not on par. I'm really sorry. You said you wanted interview tips. Interview tips for what jobs do you need interview tips for? What jobs are you trying to apply for? Do you need your interview tips for? So with NHS jobs, I need to know what you need these interview tips for. If you go onto my YouTube channel, you will see that this boy keeps moving into my camera. If you go onto my YouTube channel, it's called Your HR Ally. You will see that I have interview questions and answers from band twos to band six. And I'm not sure if I've uploaded the midwife interview questions and answer. That's from a real life, one of my clients that went for interviews that gave me those questions that I did for those interview questions and answers. So yeah. So what's Miss Kaina? What interview tips do you need? Is it for a nursing role or an administrative role? Which one is it? Let me know. Okay, Miss Burgundy, you said you're here to learn. I'm hoping I can teach you something today. Micah and Kem said you've been applying, but end up with unfortunately. I know how heartbreaking those unfortunately's are. I've gotten a few in my lifetime as well. Even now, as someone in HR as well, I still get unfortunately. And for those unfortunately that I get, even me, I'm being a bit ambitious as well. When I do apply, I'm trying to pivot to sideways moves in some of the roles I'm applying for. I'm trying to pivot. So hence the reason why I think most of those ones that I apply for, I'm getting unfortunately. Sorry, baby. I'm getting unfortunately, but I do understand how frustrating and how disheartening those unfortunate ones are when you get it. Yeah. So yeah, let's try and see if we can work together. That's the first thing. We need to try and see if we can work together to see. No, 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 Bobo. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Elijah, go and get his pacifier for him. Oh, it should be here. Don't worry, it's here. Yeah. So yes. Um yeah, so I do understand how that can feel. Hence the reason why you sometimes you need someone to be able to guide you, someone that works in that process. I'm not sure if everyone knows much about me on here. I currently work in the NHS. I've worked in the NHS for the past 10 years. I also have experience working in civil service, but I don't really do civil service applications on here. I have another friend that does that. That's most analytics is analytics. It does a lot of civil service coaching, but I don't do civil service coaching here. With NHS, um, within the NHS, I've worked, like I said, in over 10 years. I've worked in recruitment, I've worked in employee relations. So I kind of merge, and I've worked in transformation as well. So I have that kind of vast experience in the NHS. My current role now is I do a lot of interviewings and employee relations. That's part of my role. I think I still said to some people that last week I was still interviewing for a band 8B role. It was a head of role, and we were fortunate that we did find someone. And one of the other person as well, we put that person on a reserve list so that once another role comes up within the next 3 months, that person will just automatically get that job because we kind of have a role that we have in mind for that person. So that role will not be essentially advertised because we already advertised for the role in a sense. We just kind of slot that person into that role. So yes, we've kind of done an interview for two roles in one, if you get what I mean by that, by saying that. Yes. So yes. Posby, oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in like forever. Thank you so much. Thank you, Akwas. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Young man, no, I don't want you to be in my life. No. Yes. Sorry about him. Sorry about him. Is under the weather, but I said I needed to do this live today. If I don't do it, I wouldn't. I don't know that I'm going to have time this week again to come on live here. Yeah. So yeah. So Micah, I'm hoping that my credentials does speak for itself in terms of what I do and what I can offer for you in that sense. Yeah. So Amani P. Aral, do you guys still sponsor healthcare assistance from Nigeria? Really depends on the trust. I don't think we will sponsor directly from Nigeria anymore because I think in the next 3 years there's going to be like a shutdown of international sponsorship from abroad. So what the UK government is trying to focus more on now is people that are currently in the system before they can really grant people from outside or international nurses from outside for them before they can actually grant them sponsorship. They would need to be, I don't know, they would have to really sorry, they would really have to they really have to prove that trust will really have to prove that in the whole of the UK we've searched high and low and we've been unable to employ someone into this role. Yeah. But the UK, there are some companies that still able to bring in care support workers to work in supported living, to work in care homes and all that. They're still giving those ones sponsorship, but the sponsorship is not a lot. So if you want to get in, you need to get in quick. You need to find the right sponsors. Those not the ones that will charge you, because I don't want to even go into that field of things of talking about it, because that one upsets me a lot. Yeah. I don't want to go into that yet. So yes. So if that's going to be the case, yeah, sorry about this, guys. I'm really sorry. I really needed to bring him on, as in living with me today. Yeah, so it depends on the organization that would determine if they're still able to sponsor and if they still have the sponsorship license. Don't go and fall into the hands of people that will say they're going to sponsor you and have no jobs for you. Don't go and fall into their hands. Amani Ara, please. Yeah. Ms. Bongo, you say you're happy to move, just completed your course. Oh, that's fine. So if you want to move to the UK or you want to move to England, there are loads of jobs, but like one of my clients said to me today, I think she's trying to apply for like a band five role. And for some weird reason, she's just been saying she would see the job in the morning. By evening, the job will be closed. I don't know what's going on with her. That's the first time I'm actually hearing all this in terms of I've applied for loads of people and I've not experienced that. I don't know if that's a new thing that they've started in the last week, because I haven't done any applications in the last week. But the NHS also is getting tight with the numbers of vacancies that we're seeing, and that's because there's a lot of cost saving that is going on in a lot of trusts. Everybody has been mandated to save money. So if we've been mandated to save money, so instead of having 10 WTE, we may now have 7. That means it's very competitive. It's now, like I keep saying, is the buyer's market. They are the ones now able to pick and choose who they want to come into the NHS. So if, for example, now we advertise for a healthcare system role and we only have maybe 2 roles that we need people for, by the time we leave the application out for 3 days, we have more than 100 applicants. Do you know how long it takes to shortlist 100 applicants? It takes at least, truthfully, at least 3 days to shortlist like 100 applicants. That is 3 days. That's not just 3 days of 1 hour. It's 3 days of like 9 to 5 full time, your whole day, because you're having to read everything from the application, from the full name and everything, to your qualifications, to the supporting statements, to scoring. It takes like 3 full days, and it's not just you. You're having to also confer with the other people that are shortlisting with you. So it's not just you that you're shortlisting. Sometimes you're shortlisting with 2 other people, or sometimes it's just 2 people that are shortlisting that for that role. Minimum of 2 really shortlist for roles. So that's like at least 2 people out of the business for those times that you're having to shortlist. So that way means also that if that's the recruiting manager and if that's the manager that is in that team as the team manager as well. So you can imagine a lot of people coming to him and asking questions while he's shortlisting. Sometimes we can be in the same room. Sometimes we can be doing it through teams. Might be through teams or some MS team that we are shortlisting. Well, so it really depends on how really depends on oh my goodness really depends on how the manager wants to shortlist. But most times I like to just shortlist over teams and just kind of catch up, then we can leave, and I can still sometimes, when it's taking its own time in one application, then I can do some other things with my own job as well, as in with my normal day-to-day job. So shortlisting does take time. It's a lot of effort. in trying to shortlist for a role. You can stop. In trying to shortlist for a role. Yeah. So yeah, so that's why. So you will need to get in there quick to if you want to apply for jobs. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're in London. Yeah, also yeah. So yeah, when I do application for people, we don't just focus on one area. We focus on the whole of the UK because, like you said, everyone is always happy to move, especially when you don't have like a family constraint that is making you stay in one particular spot. Once you are flexible and able to move, then that's fine. It makes you even more attractive to people, to your recruiting, to the recruiting manager that is has put out that job. Miss Burgundy, you're saying you don't know what role to apply for. What did you do your course in? What did you do your course in? That would determine what you are able to apply for. What course did you do? Is it RGN, RMN, healthcare assistant, administrator? What did you do your course in? That would definitely help us. I'll be able to guide you as to how to say this is what to apply for. I've answered that one. Oh, HR management. Oh, that's good. That's good. If you've studied HR, that's really good. That's my area. So yes, I can try and guide you. If do you have a CIPD as well, Miss Burgundy? Do you have CIPD? If you have CIPD, then we are off to a great start. So definitely I can support you with doing that through the one-to-one consultation process. So yes, if that's what you're interested in, yes, definitely let me know if you have the CIPD. Then I can keep talking about it. Miss Nkem, I've sent you so Micah Nkem, I've sent you my email address, so you can email me. Oh goodness, Micah Nkem, I've sent it like 2 times already. Just look at it. It's the Human Resources Playbook at gmail.com. I've sent it again. I just replied to your message. So if you go through the list, you should see it somewhere there. I've missed some people. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me just go through all the messages. Sorry, guys. I'm just going through all the messages. I'm sorry. So I think Micah and Kim now has my email address. So DB and Nash, you wanted admin role tips. Oh, we're nearly at 45 minutes. You wanted admin role tips. So yeah, so it depends on the role. So you need to know how to manage. You need to know how to manage what's it called, people, how to support communication skills, teamwork, um, time management. A lot of that would deals with admin role, confidentiality as well. So depending on what the role is, will determine what the interviewer would ask and what you would write in your application. So yes, um how do you Chama you asked, how do you join? What do you want to join? Do you want to join the one-to-one consultation? If that's what you want to join, I'm going to reply to you and give you my email address for you to email me. You can send me a message on TikTok here, or you can just email me on on um on what's it called, on my email on Gmail. So send me an email here on TikTok. I would accept your message in Chem. I'll try and because I'm doing like 3 things at the same time. So yes, I'm trying to see if I can. My goodness, I'm trying to see if I can go there now to accept your message. I don't think I can, but I would accept your message, Miss Micah and Chem. I would accept it. I've sent you my email address. I've sent you. If you send me a message here on here, I would accept it. Then we can continue talking. Don't worry about it. I will once I get off this live, I would accept it. Okay. What else? Yeah. So, Miss Burgundy, you said you have MSc in HR management. Okay, that's really good. So we can work together, Miss Burgundy. We can work together definitely. Let me send you my email address. Then we'll take it from there. Um, let me send you my email address. We'll work from there. We'll work together. So, Miss Burgundy, this is my email address. Or if you can see it as well, send me a message on here and we'll work together. That's my forte. Definitely, I like succession planning. I like to plan for the future of HR. And if we have somebody that has an MSc in HR, definitely, yeah, of course. I'll try and see how best to help you. Sit down, Bobo. Okay. So we're at the 45 minutes mark. CIPD, yeah. Do you advise I message a recruitment manager since she's a fellow Niger? So dress whisperer. I don't think I've seen your okay. Okay, let me see your messages. Okay. Dress whisperer. Let me see, just make sure I haven't missed anybody at the top of you. Just to make sure. Okay, I think I've missed some people. Hi, Blessing. Hiya. Ms. Burgundy, I think there are some roles that can sponsor you. Yes, in admin. Yes, there are some roles that can sponsor you, but it's always quite um what's the word, competitive. But yes, we can get sponsorship for admin roles. Good evening, Akpos. Thank you so much for all the gifts and all the likes and all. Yeah. So yes. So KZ, it can ban three staff still get serious sponsorship with the current 24,000 salary threshold of 25,000. Depends on the band three role. There are still some roles on band threes that still offer sponsorship. So you need to make sure that the code or the role that you're applying for still offers that sponsorship. So you would need to speak with the recruiting manager to ask them if that band three role still comes with sponsorship. So yes, some band threes, some band four roles, healthcare assistant roles still come with sponsorship, even though, yeah, it's done for 24,937. Yeah. Depending on where it is. If it's in London, you're fine, but depending on where it is, really would determine if you can still they can still get sponsorship. But there are still some codes that still offer sponsorship. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody's question. So Des Whisperer said, hello, I work in the NHS. There's a role I want to apply for in another trust. I messaged the head of department as she referred me to the recruitment manager in Nigerian. Okay. Um, do you advise I message the recruitment manager since she's a fellow Nigerian? It's always quite tricky. If you've been referred by someone, I'm responding to Dress Whisperer now. If you've been referred by someone, I would say you should message the person because the email address of that person, of the recruiting manager, would be in that track application or in the, sorry, the track job advert. So yes, message the person to let them know that you're interested in the job and you want to speak more about it. I always advise and encourage everyone that I apply for or that are working with me to always message the recruiting manager to let them know that you're interested in applying for the job and for them to tell you more about the role. There are some things that they have not put on the job adverts that they will tell you that this is the kind of person I'm actually looking for. And you can then use that to tailor your application and your supporting statement to write so that they know that you're the one that's actually applied for the role. So yes, I would advise for you to I would advise for you to do that. Yeah, that definitely do send them a message because their details are there anyways. At least they can tell you more. And if there's a role that you're applying for that, they will say, oh, if you want to visit us, if you want to come and see our team, yes, please take on that opportunity as well to do that if they've mentioned it somewhere in the job adverts. Okay, my course is in management with data analytics. So this is for DB Ansh. If it's analytics, a lot of roles in the NHS offer sponsorship for that. A lot of roles in the civil service offer sponsorship for that. So DB Anash, Have you tried looking at the civil service as well? That might be another avenue for you to look at if you're thinking about the data analytics side of things and the management side of things. So yes, NHS and civil service are very good places for you to be in terms of sponsorship for those kind of roles. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. I'm just trying to speed this up. I would accept your messages. Okay. Yeah. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. And thank you so much for the likes, for the hearts, for have we have we gotten our goal? Because I can't even see it there. I think I would have gotten our live goal today. Oh wow. Because I can't even see it at the top anymore. Um so yes. So what else? What else? What else? You're welcome. So Honor Chinaza, your physiotherapy has been applying for jobs with sponsorship to no avail. It is tricky. So did you get your training here for your physiotherapy? Have you thought about looking for jobs with training? That might be another avenue for you to get into the NHS. So for physiotherapists, that might be a good way for you to get into the NHS. So you can look at that. How are you applying? Have you go and check out everyone? Check out my YouTube channel on YouTube, Your HR Ally. I have loads of information with regarding writing the perfect, crafting the perfect application, and also writing the perfect supporting statements. I know it's not everyone that can afford my services. Not saying that my services are that exorbitantly expensive, but they are. For some people, it is quite pricey. Even though I've been, we're not even going to go through that here, um, but it is affordable. It's not too pricey because I do understand everyone is going through one thing or the other, and I try to make it as reasonably priced as possible. I know, but also on my channel, so that some people that cannot afford the services, they can go into my channel. I've broken it down step by step on how to write the perfect supporting statement, how to craft the perfect NHS application. So it covers different areas. So it doesn't just necessarily relate to the nursing, even though I think most of my examples on there are about nursing. It doesn't just necessarily relate to just nursing. It relates to it can be used in any aspect. So if you check out my YouTube channel, Your HR Ally, you will see loads of information about writing the perfect supporting statement, writing the perfect application. That might help you to be able to craft it well, especially when you're seeing unfortunately unsuccessful and all that in your application. So yes, that might be another way to help yourself to see, let me see what I'm writing, does it actually tally with what she's saying, and what, because I base those supporting information on how I like to see the supporting statement when people write it on the application, when I'm scoring them, or when I'm doing the scoring for shortlisting. That's what I did it in terms of, this is what I want to see and this is what I like to see as well. A lot of people have their preferences as well. So yeah. But for you, Honor Chinaza, in terms of the physiotherapy and with sponsorship, it's very, very competitive. It's the buyer's market. I keep saying this is the buyer's market, and they would want to ensure that the right persons are the ones coming into the trust. So with sponsorship, it does take longer in terms of the whole process to get the sponsorship codes and all that. But with physiotherapists, we are looking for physiotherapists. So sponsorship for a physiotherapist shouldn't be a big, big issue, because I think you guys are still safe in terms of the list. But you can go through the list on the UK government's website to see if physiotherapists there's still the threshold for the sponsorship and all that. The threshold for the sponsorship and all that. Yeah. So to see how much it is that you need to be earning to be able to get your sponsorship. Yeah. Oh, I need to end this live. It's not all trusts are not the same, or not all trusts not all trusts that are the same. So there's some trusts that are still offering sponsorships. Yeah, there's some trusts that are still offering sponsorship. So you need to be able to be patient and look for those trusts that would offer you sponsorship. That's why then you're not just applying to one organization, you're applying to five. You're calling them as well. I would always suggest for you to call them first to ask them if they're offering sponsorship. There's no point in you the word wasting your time applying for a job that will take you at least one whole day, because going through the application process and crafting that perfect supporting statement can take you a whole day if you don't have the formula. If it then gets, unfortunately, after how many minutes of you sending the application. Yeah, so yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. So sorry, I'm YouTube about this on and off. Yeah, so yeah, depending on the trust, a lot of trusts are still offering sponsorship. If you're looking at the London Trust, it's very competitive there. So why don't you look further out, Will? Look further out. Be willing to relocate. That might help you. You have experience, be DB and Nash. You have experience in civil service in Nepal. Yeah, that can count towards your experience. So yeah, so if you can look at what's it called, the civil service, if you already have experience in that, so you should be able to get roles in the civil service here as well. Try it out. There are loads of jobs on the civil service websites that you can use, you can apply to, especially for data analytics. Loads of them. Our Royal Highness 22, can you tell me likely question for NHS interview? What are we applying for, Our Royal Highness? What are we applying for? Chin, as I said, jobs with training, you don't know about that. In terms of that, those are like apprenticeship roles. So with those kind of ones, you would be training, even though you have your physiotherapy, you would be training and have like a training agreement with attached to that role. I think one of the trusts I worked in, we did something like that. That a training agreement was attached to the role for physiotherapist, and you had to stay with that trust for 3 years before you could leave, unless you're going to have to pay some money back. Yeah, that's what I meant in terms of training. Honor Chinaza, what's your YouTube link? My YouTube link is your HR ally. It's like this one. Here it just says HR ally, but on YouTube is your HR ally. So look for me on YouTube. There are loads of videos on there. And subscribe to my channel. Like my videos and subscribe to my channels as well. Yeah. So I hope that's answers your question. Let me try and see if I can reply you. So my YouTube channel is your HR ally. On YouTube. So that's it. Just trying to go through all the questions. Oh, thank you, Miss Burgundy. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Trisha, thank you. I'm just trying to go through all the messages. How long can it take for NHS recruitment to get a job? Trisha, so it depends on, we can always talk about this anyways together. Depends on the job you're applying for. So minimum from start to finish, the recruitment process minimum from start to finish is about 12 weeks. That's from us placing the job adverts on NHS jobs to shortlisting, to interviewing, to reference checks, to occupational health checks, to visa checks and all that checks. It's a minimum of 12 weeks. Then if you then now need DBS and security clearances, sometimes it might take 6 months. Really depends on the role and depends on what kind of things you have. Occupational health as well might take some time as well. Yeah, so really depends. Yeah. Hi, Connie. Strangely, I'm really sorry. I never have a special time that I come on to this live. That's my problem. I really do try. I'm going to try on Mondays, at least Mondays. And I did say Saturdays as well, but this Saturday I had like a lot of, like, maybe 3 different clients that I had to speak to, so I didn't have time, and I was so tired by the time I finished speaking to my clients and working with them and all that. So yes. Mama say, essay, can NHS sponsor a band 3 role as a RNA? What's RNA? I don't know what that is. Is that a healthcare assistant? I don't know what that is. So yeah, we do sponsor band 3s. We do sponsor band 3s, but yeah, it has to be after passing your CBT and OSCE. Yes, we do sponsor. So let me see your question. But if you passed your OSCE, you've passed your CBT, are you not meant to be like a band 5 by then? And you finished your nursing? Yeah. So I think yeah. Registered nurse associate. Okay. We do sponsor, yes, but that's quite selective for the trust because that also still involves a bit of training for you. So a lot of trusts just want people to hit the ground running. We're in a what's it called? We're on a time crunch, or we're on a saving expedition now for cost saving. Everybody's trying to save money in the NHS. So, like I said previously, we're trying to save money as best as we can. So we're cutting teams, we're cutting the amount of WTEs that are in a team. So yeah, you will need to be, it's quite selective, but there's still loads of trust that still have a lot of recruitments to do. Hence the reason why you're still seeing a lot of jobs being advertised. And you will just have to apply, call them and let them know that this is what you need, instead of just applying for roles without actually knowing if you're going to get shortlisted or not. So yeah. So I think I've answered everybody's questions tonight. If you do need that one-to-one help, if you do need that one-to-one what's it called? That one-to-one consultation, please send me an email. I'm going to drop my email address here. Send me an email, then we can work together. Send me a number as well. So this is my email address. Yes, that's fine. I will try and call you tonight. I'll try and call you tonight, DB Ansh. I'll try and call you tonight and let you know what the consultation fees are. Then we can see if we can work together. Okay. So that's my email address. If you do need help with any your applications and all that, please do let me know. I need to leave. I did say I was going to spend 45 minutes. I've spent an extra 17 minutes. So yes, thank you everybody for joining. And I'm so sorry about the unhinged live for tonight with my son crying in the background and trying to come into this live as well. It's a bit strong, but I did say I needed to come onto this live to do this live tonight because I had missed my Saturday based on the consultations I was doing. So yes. So thank you everybody for participating. If you do still have more questions, please drop me an email. I've put my email address there. It's the Human Resources Playbook at gmail.com, where I would try and come back to you as soon as possible. I'm going to come back to a couple of people tonight. And if I don't come back to you tonight, I would message you tomorrow. This boy wants to over my head. Yeah. So yes. So thank you so much everybody for joining. I do hope I've been able to impact a bit of knowledge. I've given you a bit of more insight into NHS applications and jobs and how best to navigate that process. So we'll try and come back again this week. I'll try and see if I can come back on Wednesday or Thursday, I think actually Wednesday or Thursday, and by Saturday as well. So one of those 3 days, just be on the lookout for my live. Once you see it pop in, maximum really, I want to be saying like maximum really 1 hour, but 45 minutes, 1 hour lives I want to be doing. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for those that joined on YouTube. I really appreciate it for staying on and all that. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Until next time, when I come back again with more insider tips, maybe scoring techniques, maybe interview prep. We'll go through some interview questions and answers. If you want that, let me know. You can interact with my page on here. Join me on TikTok here. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on YouTube, follow me on on Instagram. I'm everywhere. On Twitch, I'm on X, I'm everywhere. Yeah. So yes, until next time, thank you so much for everyone for joining. I do appreciate the hearts. Thank you, and the follows as well. Thank you so much for everything that you've done tonight. Until next time, when I do come back, take care, everybody. Bye. This fun. Leave the live. And now. Yeah. So let's end this one as well. Thank you so much, Chine. I'm going to come back to you. I'm still here. I'm going to come back to you, and I would call you shortly. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Chine. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.